Welcome to the reaction for Series 7, Episode 12, at least according to the US version of HBO Max, of Doctor Who. This is The Crimson Horror, I believe is the title of the episode. And let's just get into it.
Don't fret, Effie, my dear. All will be well, but we must get to the bottom of this dark and queer business, no matter what the cost.
And what is this business? What's happening? This is very dramatic. Oh.
Mrs. Gillyflower!
We have come about your husband, my dear.
My husband?
Your late husband.
He just walked out that door.
My husband is quite well.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
We're so very sorry for your loss.
Shit.
Well, fire, that's put me right off me mash.
Okay.
It's not the first one I've had in here looking like that. The Crimson Horror.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
I have no interest in the deplorable excesses of the Penny Dreadfuls.
Penny Dreadful. That's a TV show, isn't it? I've never seen it.
Taking a big risk, you see, I am.
Apparently it means something else.
This stiff is my brother. I've come up from London to bring him home.
I read of your brother's death. Another victim of...
Jesus Christ.
He was a newspaper man.
In a freaking greenhouse. Oh, hey! It's these two.
Do you know what an optogram is?
The belief that the eye can retain an image of the last thing it sees.
I'm guessing it's not silly superstition.
Good grief.
Okay, well, I feel like you could have seen through the lace, but whatever.
I think, madam, that we'd better make plans to head north.
That's the last thing he saw before he died? Then how did he die? Because it wasn't the doctor. I am assuming. And I feel like that's a fairly safe assumption.
Sweetville's proprietor holds recruitment drives for her little community. She's only interested in the fittest and the most beautiful.
You may rely on me, ma'am.
Sure. You totally fit the part.
Speaking to Jenny?
Jenny,
Yes.
we are going to the north.
The wretched ruins of humanity, men and women.
Yeah. I agree with your facial expression.
My own daughter, blinded in a drunken rage by my late husband.
Jesus.
Will you be found wanting when the end of days is come? Or will you be preserved against the coming apocalypse? Sweetville! Join us in this shining city on the hill.
So she's a cult leader, basically.
You wish to join us, my dear?
If it's all the same with you, Mom.
You do very nicely.
Did she need to change her accent? I'm assuming yes.
And how will she locate the doctor?
To find him, she needs only ignore all keep-out signs and run towards any form of danger that presents itself.
Yes.
Business as usual, then.
Yep, accurate.
Did you think I'd forgotten you, dear monster?
Well, I'm obviously curious about what's in that room.
I've travelled from London expressly to see Madame Vastra.
Who shall I say is calling?
It asked for permission to enter, and then it fell over.
How did the doctor's image come to be preserved on a dead man's eye? I wonder how Jenny is getting on.
If she hasn't made contact by nightfall, I suggest a massive frontal assault on the factory, madam.
Casualties can be kept to perhaps as little as 80%.
I feel like that's an overreaction.
Only the best for Sweetville. I hope my teeth don't let me down.
I think they might.
You're not local, are you? Nah, up from London. Do you know anyone who's come to live here? I had a pal who come here 3 months back. I've not had a peep from her since.
Oh, gee, go figure.
What are you doing? Cause a distraction. Is it guinea in it for you?
Don't. like they still notice her go in that room, but sure. Well, this doesn't sound good. Why? Why is it just a sound?
Them new manufacturers can
Okay.
do horrible things to a person.
You're creepy.
You know what I'm looking for.
Oh, aye.
Don't lick your lips.
The Crimson Horror.
He enjoys his job too much.
It hardly seems possible. I think I have seen these symptoms before, a long time ago.
Oh, aye, how long?
About 65 million years.
Will Mr. Sweet ever join us for dinner, Mama?
Mr. Sweet is rather tired tonight, I fear. Oh, dear me. Oh, how clumsy I'm getting. To keep the devil at bay.
Why is she being so weird? And then she got weirder. Oh, yeah, nope. We don't want to go in there. Are we going to get to find out what it is? Yeah, I don't feel like I would just go opening that door. Oh, shit. Okay, so it's someone who's crimson,
You just stay
but not
calm
dead.
now.
Is it going to be the doctor?
Could open this door. Would you like that? There's got to come to an arrangement. I don't mean no harm to you, but you try anything funny, and I'll leave you here to rot. Doctor! What happened to you? Can't you speak?
Clearly not.
Right, we're getting out of here.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. She definitely hear it, yeah. Okay, so they're dipping him in this thing? Where is Clara?
You are all I have, monster.
Well,
There will be room for us.
yeah. You don't have him anymore.
No! Where are you, monster?
Will this undo it?
You want to go in there?
There we go.
Jenny!
Just when you...
Okay, doctor.
Jenny!
Okay, doctor.
I have no idea how good that feels.
Mrs. Gilliflower, we've got to stop her. And then there's Clara. Poor Clara. Where's Clara?
Clara!
Exactly.
Doctor, wait!
Can't. Clara, got to find.
How long have you been like that?
Long story. I'll keep it short. Okay, so... Not London 1893.
This is definitely my least favorite Clara hairstyle. Oh, shit.
Why won't any one of you listen? We'll listen.
What is this style of episode?
No one who ever goes to live there ever seems to come out.
All dead from causes unknown, and their flesh glowing.
I wouldn't say glowing, more like stained.
Crimson Horror.
Ooh, good name.
It comes off?
Nasty and organic poison.
Like it rubs off?
We need a plan.
Dr. and Mrs. Smith, you'll do very nicely.
Oh, grand. Hey, the missus and I couldn't be more chuffed, could we, love?
You won't have to worry about a thing.
Surprised they didn't say they were brother and sister.
All you need to know is we only recruit the brightest and the best.
Well, they took them immediately.
Like pretty maids all in a row. Into the canal with the rejects, Ada.
Okay. So for some... Okay.
Preservation process
Not
goes wrong.
everyone turns...
You'll be my secret.
Oh, shit! Okay, well, that's how it ended up being the doctor.
What is that stuff, though?
Deadly poison. Process didn't work on me, maybe because I'm not human. I ended up on the reject pile.
Preserve them against what?
Well, according to her, the coming apocalypse.
Yeah.
And judgment rains down upon us all. Something Mrs. Gilliflower said, one of her sermons.
Clara. Gotta find Clara.
But Doctor, Clara's dead, isn't she?
It's complicated.
Okay. I'm still confused by this whole preserving thing.
Fourth one this week, and I'm not even hungry.
Sweet bus, sir.
Do you know it?
Turn around.
Fourth one?
Bear left for a quarter of a mile and we'll have reached your destination.
Thank you, GPS kid.
What is your name?
Thomas, sir. Thomas.
That's an unfortunate name.
Are we talking about the same person? About that Clara? Doctor!
I think she survived the process. She must be here somewhere. It's complicated.
Yep, it sure is. Oh, shit. That is so creepy.
What is the meaning of this?
I have been foolish. Unlike the others, he survived rejection. He must be strong.
You have loosed a reject onto the outside world.
I have disappointed you.
My plans must be accelerated.
Please say there is still room for me in your new Eden.
There can be no place for people such as you.
This bitch. Didn't you say her husband did that? I mean, I don't know if that's true, but...
Doctor!
Great attack of the supermodels.
This one's on me.
It is?
That is a plan. Have a new plan.
Run!
Let's go! No, we're not escaping. We got out the doctor with Clara.
Yeah, long story.
Long story. I think she's about done. I know who you think she is, but she isn't. She can't be.
I was right then. You and Clara have unfinished business.
Yeah.
Hello, stranger.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Hi.
She's a lizard.
Just as humanity fights a daily battle against nature, so did we. The most virulent enemy was the repulsive red leech.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
A tiny parasite. It infected our drinking water, and once in our systems, it secreted a fatal poison.
Maybe it's evolved.
I feel like the Sweets guy, is he going to be the morgue guy?
Chimney.
Yeah. Way past that now. Yucky red parasite from the time of the dinosaurs pitches up in Victorian Yorkshire. Judgment will rain down on us all.
A chimney that doesn't blow smoke.
Clever clogs.
It's me.
Yeah, lots. He's going to poison the air.
With that?
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate.
Poison. I've got a plan.
Okay.
Who is there? It's you, my monster. But you're...
Warm and alive. Thanks to you, Ada.
She does not want me, monster. Perhaps it was my own sin. The blackness in my heart that my father saw in me.
That's nonsense, stupid, backwards nonsense. I need you to tell me something. Who is Mr. Sweet?
Oh, dear monster.
Please.
I cannot.
You have nothing left to lose now.
Betray my mom.
Well, she betrayed you.
There's something you need to know.
You do seem to keep turning up like a bad penny, young man.
Force of habit. I'm the doctor, you're nuts, and I'm going to stop you.
Yeah.
Sweet and I cannot allow.
So when do we get to meet him? Mr. Sweet is always with us.
You seem to have a very close relation.
Exceedingly close. Symbiotic, you might say.
Oh. Okay. Sure. Yep.
Is it? A survivor. That's where I found him.
We don't need a close-up.
In return, he gives me his nectar.
In the wrong hands, that venom could wipe out all life on this planet.
Do you know what these are? The wrong hands.
Planning a little fireworks party, are we?
You have forced me to advance the great work somewhat, Doctor. My rocket will explode high in the atmosphere, raining down Mr. Sweet's beneficence onto all. My new Adam and Eves will sleep, but for a few months.
Tell us about Ada, Mrs. Gilliflower.
So they're supposed to wake back up?
How can you speak of such trivia when my hour is at hand?
Is that why you experimented on her?
Experimented?
You used her as a guinea pig, didn't you?
Sacrifices must be made.
Then make them yourself.
I had to find out how much of the venom would produce an antitoxin to immunize myself.
Is it true?
Ada. Listen to me. You had!
All these years I have helped you.
Nothing alone! Oh, stop!
Hang on, I've got a sonic screwdriver.
Yeah? I've got a chair.
That worked.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid your rocket isn't going anywhere, Mrs. G.
Come to me, Ada, my child.
Really?
I've always been so very useful. We must be going. It is long past Ada's bedtime.
If we follow straight after her, she'll shoot Ada on the spot.
She wouldn't.
She would.
Yeah, she would.
Cheers.
Oh, useful.
Has the venom been loaded?
Yes, Mom.
Then heaven awaits you.
This woman is psychotic.
Just let her go.
Secondary firing mechanism, Doctor.
Just let your daughter go.
Well, shit.
The night and day.
Oh, she's singing now. Okay.
Now the whole world will taste your lethal kiss.
I don't think so.
Oh, they took it out.
If I can't take the world with me, you will have to do. Die!
Put down your weapon.
Oh. Oh, darn.
No! Where are you going?
What's it doing?
Well, I know she's dying. She's no longer of any use to it.
Fuck off. Don't ask for her help now.
I'm here, Mama.
Forgive me, my child. That's my go.
She doesn't deserve your forgiveness.
What will you do with that thing?
Take it back to the Jurassic era, maybe.
Yep, there we go.
On the other hand...
Yep, that's always an option.
We were heading for London, weren't we?
Was there any particular reason?
No, just thought you might like it.
Maybe had enough of Victorian values for a bit?
You're the boss.
Am I?
No. No. I'd love to stay and help clear up the mess, but...
I know, dear monster, you have things to do. It's time I stepped out of the darkness and into the light.
See you around, eh?
That girl, Clara. You haven't explained.
Figured that would come back up again.
No. I haven't.
Okay. He wouldn't even know how to explain.
Another one for the vault.
I called to see if there had been any progress.
And he's gonna pass out again. Yeah. Oh. And he's leaving.
It's you, isn't it? It's from the 70s, but it's definitely you. 1983.
How did they get all these?
That's just someone who looks like me. That's someone who looks like your boyfriend. Is he an alien? Why would he be an alien? The chin. And the time travel.
That's not right.
Yeah, that one she doesn't know.
Time travel, that's so cool. We'll have to tell Dad that our nanny's a time traveler.
It was an interesting bit at the end. Well, I mean, why is she back? Where was he going? The children now know? I wasn't expecting that at all. This episode was, I feel like if you've been watching my reactions for any time now, you can probably anticipate the ones I'm going to like or not like. And it wasn't that I disliked this episode. It was entertaining while I watched it. I do not need to watch it again. Ever. I mean, it just doesn't feel fully developed. Like, I don't know. As much as I would have not enjoyed it because one episode was already enough. I feel like had this one been a two-parter where we could dive deeper into things, because this whole like preserving things for the apocalypse, like, what? It just feels really flimsy to me. And so I mean, obviously we have to take it back to Mr. Sweet, this parasite on her, which, yes, I am terrible with the names. I know Jenny now, obviously. The other one's name, she obviously talked about how it was a parasite from back then, but I don't know. Just the explanation and the story behind what was happening was just really weak for me. Even if there were some creepy bits, but I mean, entertaining one time. I feel like there were some interesting concepts in this, but overall, not my favorite. And not one I need to watch again. But, it is what it is. Now, I'm intrigued by this here at the end. Is this going to turn into anything? Or is this just like a fun little bit at the end of this episode? I don't know. I guess I'll find out in the next episode. Maybe. Yeah. I did like the guest star, the daughter. Although I will say I'm a bit generally speaking, if you lose one of your senses, you rely more heavily on your other ones. They become a little more fine-tuned. And one thing that kept really aggravating me in this was when she got off the elevator and it was Jenny and the doctor and they were going down the hallway and they were not being quiet. They were moving. They were opening doors. There was hay on the ground. They were making a fuck ton of noise. And she just didn't hear any of that. And she went the opposite direction, didn't even acknowledge it. They didn't even try to be quiet to give her time to pass. So that moment just really kept bothering me. I couldn't let it go. And even there at the end, when, she was sitting down and the doctor was with her, she was shocked there was somebody else there. They were moving. I feel like she would know that there were other people there besides just him. So yeah, just a weird episode, just a weird one. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with those on Patreon who got this episode a very long time ago, you could do so by clicking the link in the description below and heading over there. I'll also have in the description the most recent episode they received so you can know exactly how far ahead they are. It's full reactions in watch-along style over there. There are early access to the YouTube versions. I don't know how much, how far in advance. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, you get them a week early. As of the time that I'm recording that's not the case, but you're going to get this way later. But for the episodes where they are way, way, way ahead, those are full reactions and watch-along style. So you do need to have your own copy of the episode to watch alongside mine for copyright reasons. But I have timers and different things that I do to hopefully help make it easier for you to sync it up. You just hit play when my countdown timer hits 0. That's it. All right. If you want to hang out here on YouTube instead, I totally get it. Just make sure that you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss next episode when it goes out, especially as we are getting closer to the end of this series and closer to some 50th anniversary stuff. I am going to be reacting to some extra things. Not sure if they're going to be available on YouTube yet or not in preparation for the 50th, but I will be at least watching them and reacting to them, like the movie and An Adventure in Space and Time. And I know there's some mini-sodes and stuff like that. So those might all be bonuses over on Patreon, but just know that I am watching them to prepare myself for the 50th. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.